Hello and welcome to Brawl Talk.
This is the last one that will ever be made because there's no more oof needed.
Oh man.
Why is he so cringy? Also, Trickshot needs to seriously work on voicing his opinion. Brian and them I'm assuming paid for this guy's flight to get him all the way out there. He said maybe 30 words in this video. He sat there. Gave a little chuckle here and there. Said nothing through this whole video. Alright, so we have Ryan, Lex, Kairos, and Trickshot with our new Brawl Talk video.
It's time for an update. Is Brawl Stars ready for global or not?
Brawl Stars.
I guess the main thing is Ryan goes and goes off about global, says no, not yet. He says yet and if during his whole explanation. They basically want to overwhelm the players with content. So for this update, no new brawlers, no new game modes. Basically a whole lot of nothing that we didn't ask for, more or less. No replays yet. They did say they are working on that. I'll give this to Ryan. He did explain why that is taking a while.
Clans. How Clash does replays is basically they record where you press the screen like an XY axis and a timestamp. And they do that for your 200 or so troops. So you get 200 inputs and then basically the AI just redoes the battle exactly as you did it. With Brawl, you've got 6 people doing 2 inputs constantly, like the whole match. So there's hundreds, maybe thousands of inputs every single match.
Nothing was spoken about band mail, which kind of concerned me. Again, that's something in a big quality of life change that I feel like has been needed in the game pretty much since the get-go with bans and everything. It's frustrating that something like that, as far as quality of life improvements for the game, isn't at the top of the list. Showdown and what they're trying to do to fix it. They had a couple tricks up their sleeve. Having meteors drop down next to players that aren't attacking each other.
The wrath of God rains down upon the teamers.
My question with that is if they do settle on that, and then again that's just if, between how long a brawler has to be next to another brawler and how what total distance they got to be away from each other, there's ways around that players are gonna make. The whole meteor idea, I'm not too keen on. Smart players are just going to be able to judge within the first day how far away they have to be away from other players and still be able to team. It's just like playing duo showdown. There's no point in doing that, in my opinion. If there's more of a formula to whatever that he's talking about with the whole meteor thing, that's fine. Implement it, cool. Another thing he talked about was boosts. That I actually liked. It would be like one of those in the game. And so you're going hunting for it. So if you do still end up teaming, you have that upper hand. I like it, but at the same time, it doesn't really prevent teaming. It just gives people an upper hand when it comes to backstabbing. So, I mean, that 50-50 kind of thing. Lex also openly admitted that the game wasn't a bad place. Basically, when they came out with one of the, the past updates with the whole landscape mode and everything like that, and he was right. I'm glad that he did admit the game was in a really bad place, because it was and it still is. Period. Anybody that says the game is not in a bad spot or anything like that is lying to themselves. Period. And the fact that Ryan and his devs don't realize that is quite concerning. This game can be and was phenomenal. After a year and a half, the fact that they're coasting through it is really bad. If this game isn't global by next summer, it's done. Period. You won't have enough players hyped up for this game. There won't be enough top players remaining. There's still no word on what top players can even achieve in this game going forward. They wasn't even addressed in this Brawl Talk. The only thing that I really like about this upcoming update is the Supercell ID. Supercell ID is amazing. I have like 4 accounts on Clash of Clans itself. what I hope that Supercell does in the coming update is surprise us with something. Maybe they just didn't include certain things in this Brawl Talk that, they're gonna come out with the update and be like, hey, or something. I'm kind of holding out hope for something, but we'll see, and go from there. And we'll be back when the update drops.